Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I am at Thorpe Park in the United Kingdom. Is it the best park in the UK? I don't know, I'm about to find out. There's some great looking rides over there. Hyperia obviously is the best ride here, but that is an 80-minute wait, so I'll be doing that later. For now, I'm gonna go over to Stealth and Nemesis Inferno, neither of which are visible in the shot. I'm such a good vlogger. Now, despite sharing a name with Nemesis at Alton Towers, Nemesis Inferno, from what I've heard, is not that. But I will be the judge of that and find out. Yep, people are right about Inferno. It's better than like a Batman the Ride clone, probably better than Great Bear, maybe close to Talon in quality. It's a very solid invert with solid theming. Yeah, I like the volcano pre-lift section. That's a lot of fun. It's a cool ride, fun ride. Nothing special, especially again compared to the ride it's named after. I don't know where the entrance to this black ride over here is. I feel like I saw the ride earlier. Oh wait, haha. Saw the ride's a controversial coaster to an extent. I mean, people say it's rough and it's not that good. I don't know, dude. As the world's biggest mystery mine defender, this ride is really cool. I love the queue theming. The single rider line worked out pretty well. The theming at the beginning with like the drop into the spikes and the inversion over the dead guy was really cool. And the layout was unspectacular, but it's a fun Gorsaur Eurofighter. It's a bit rough, but that's exaggerated. Saw the ride is pretty cool. Stealth is exactly as advertised. The launch is really fun. Is it the fastest accelerating coaster on Earth? I don't want to give my input on that one. Anyone can believe what they want. But the launch is extremely fun. Probably my favorite hydraulic launch, although it's pretty much the same as accelerators if you've ever been that. Lots of airtime on the hill, lots of airtime on this hill. I mean, the same layout as King Dakar, but just a great ride all around. Obviously nothing special in the layout department, but probably about the same quality as Top Thrill Dragster for me, just because that launch is really punchy.
Once again, please make sure you stay behind the line to the post.
Walking Dead the ride is such a cool ride. I mean, obviously the coaster is nothing to like write home about. It's just an old Vekoma, one of the indoor ones, because it was a retheme, but still it's like a full experience. Like, I mean, you got the pre-show at the beginning, which is nothing crazy, but just some screens. Then you go through a long hallway with no actors in it anywhere, which is kind of weird. Because clearly they're supposed to be actors, but there just isn't. So that's kind of weird. But then the ride itself is pretty long, has like a couple story elements. Again, not no like crazy animatronics or anything, but some like zombie guys. And then live actors were actually in there today, which I know is pretty rare. And it was specifically at the end after you like leave. And yeah, I mean, there were 2 live actors standing in a room. That was something. But yeah, really cool ride experience. Obviously not the best coaster, but absolutely worth doing if you're here. I don't know if I'll get on Ghost Train, but this is just like a solid dark ride type thing. I'm here at the most acclaimed coaster at Thorpe Park, obviously. Flying Fish. Oh my god, what a good ride. Oh. Everyone loves Flying Fish. Anyways, I'm gonna go to do Swarm instead, because Flying Fish, the line's too long or something.
This is it. Let us go escape in the storm. Sit back, brace yourself, and pray.
16. We've received a barrage of emails from you and with texts. Let me read a few of those to you. And it is quite obvious to me the authorities know more.
The Swarm is a great B&M wing coaster. It's got the wing over drop up here. It's like Gatekeeper, which is the other one I've been on of this model. You got some good head choppers like that. Billboard head chopper is really good. The plane down here is really good. There was like that half like loop thingy that goes into the turn down there actually made me gray out. It was pretty intense. And then my favorite element's got to be the Heartline roll that's like slow over the station. That's really cool. But yeah, it's basically like Gatekeeper. I'm basically a guy whose only B&M wing coaster is Gatekeeper. I'm getting a lot of Gatekeeper vibes from that. Well, I've gone on almost all of the other major coasters, so it's Hyperia time.
when you get done, please try just go and come.
This ride is incredible. Obviously the main criticism is that it's short, which sure, but when the elements on it are this good, I don't think it even matters that much. First drop is a crazy, I don't even know how they do it, but you're getting like ejected that entire time the way down the drop. The most famous element is that stall the train's going through. Honestly, not the strongest element of the ride. It just, I've heard that it was better before with the old wheels, but I mean, it's a stall. But like the transition out of that Immelman there gives some great airtime. Then you have that like sustained hill over there, which is like you're on the side for like 6 seconds-ish, and that's all ejector. This ride, man, I don't know what to say. The one thing I will say, I don't know if it's the best in the UK. I'll say later in the video because I actually don't know. I'm really split on this versus Nemesis. Those two rides are incredible. Oh, and the other criticism's the rattle. No, it's barely anything. Hardly noticeable even. Well, I've waited a maximum of like 25 minutes for ride today, but I gotta save the longest wait for the best ride. Okay, hate to ruin the joke, but the line was like 15 minutes long. Anyways, Colossus isn't a colossally terrible ride like some people pretend it is. I thought this part was fun with the Heartline rolls. That was kind of silly. They were like clearly going for the inversion record with that one. The issue is the restraints just suck. Like, I'd say Saw the Ride over there is a more rough coaster, but the trains and restraints are pretty good. This has like a little rattle to it, but it's fine. Just the restraints are terrible and allow for just so much headbanging on the over-the-shoulder parts. Like, I don't hate this ride. It's fine. It's okay. I see what they were trying to do, and it's just not that good. It's closer to like a mid-aero looper than anything Intamin would make. Super photogenic ride though. That's my favorite part. Taking videos of this thing is cool. And like this path where it like winds around, really cool. I was actually incorrect. I will be riding Ghost Train because I had extra time. Gonna be real, not entirely sure what this is. I know there's like a train you get on, and I know it's like a show. I'm not exactly sure. The Ghost Train was kind of weird. I don't know how I felt about it. Like, the actors all did a good job. I thought the practical sets were cool. I thought the virtual moving train was pretty cool. I like what it's going for. I like the sets and all that, but it's just the script for this ride could have used a couple more passes. It's the first half of the ride is a bunch of exposition, and then like the climax of the ride is just like kind of nonsense with some like generic ghosts doing stuff. I don't know. It was like just kind of weird in the story department. Cool experience, that I guess is worth doing, but it's nothing special. Okay, that's about all I've got for today here at Thorpe Park, and this park is pretty cool. I don't know what to say. The coaster collection is very solid, although for a while there, like most of the rides are not like headliner attractions. Like Celt's a great accelerator, not the most special thing on Earth. Swarm is like a great wing coaster, not the most special. But with like the addition of Hyperia, that really just gives a landmark coaster to this park. And yeah, it's a really well-balanced lineup of coasters. The theming's pretty good. A lot of the ride theming, with the exception of like Hyperia, is pretty good. And the park is generally pretty nice. Lacks shade, but usually it's cloudy in England, so that's fine.
And as a quick note, I forgot to mention the operations here are outstanding.
I'd say the one thing this park could maybe use is like a couple more, is like one or two more like truly unique, like a unique flat ride or another unique dark ride. Ghost Train's there, but overall, this is a really cool park, and I think I like Hyperia more than Nemesis, but I think I prefer Alden Towers as a whole for just being a nicer park to walk around with a slightly better coaster lineup. But still, Thorpe, absolutely a great park. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.